there's going to be a tarot spread for today's energies, April number 8. Can say hi to my cat. Because every sincere witch always has to have a cat, doesn't she? And I'm going to use the Fate Tarot by some amazing people that created it. I'm not sure where to check it. Okay, it's the Fate Tarot anyway, so. And the first two cards that popped out already is Queen of Wands and Five of Wands. So as I see it, it's well, usually it's translated as friendly competition, although I see it as creation, as the spark of creation. You see the new branch of the tree is growing out, and she's like basically in charge of those fairy brothers folks, you know, trying to make something out of it, and they're working as a team, so she's a leader. So I see it as a beautiful day to give birth to new projects and to embrace the feminine creative force within you, guys and girls. And also crown chakra. You can work with your crown chakra and tune into some crown chakra frequencies through crystals such as amethyst or frequency sounds. And yeah, you can check them out on YouTube if you didn't know that. So yeah, you can for sure type crown chakra frequency and enjoy the benefit of it. And in some way I see some sort of a sadness or nostalgia in her eyes, and it could be related towards pregnancy, it could be related towards birthing something and not really being quite sure if it's gonna manifest, if it's gonna go through. And you know, I think if you sow your seeds, if you, do you say that in English? So basically, I think you should be cool with the outcome and you should really try, because even if the first time you try something, whether that would be to get pregnant or whether that would be to create your own business, even if the first time you don't know how to do it and maybe something happens, something goes wrong, some force majeure, and you should really have this firm belief that it's gonna all work out eventually for the best. As for me, I just realized that most of the seeds that I was trying to plant here, you know, it just didn't go well, you know. But in one of those 4 trays, see? I have a little plant growing, And yeah, and anytime you try a new project, you have to trust that even if it doesn't work out the first time, if you have a seed within you saying, I want to grow this, it's gonna grow. Maybe it's gonna grow in a different place. Maybe this seed didn't want to grow in the pot, maybe it's gonna grow in a garden, you know. And just because it doesn't work out the first time doesn't mean it's not meant to work out, guys. So okay, always remember that. And another thing is to have fun along the road. See, she's kind of sad. Well, she's kind of like, I hope it's gonna work out. I think it's gonna work out. But you should really just open your crown and trust the divine. And as you do that, the energy is just gonna flow through you, and you're gonna feel freaking invincible. You're gonna feel 1111. And you should always, always, always remember that if you have a dream, the dream serves a purpose of universal expansion through you achieving it. So if you have it, that's because it's meant to be yours. It's in your vortex. You just have to align with it. And even if it doesn't happen the way you thought it would, you still have billion, trillion, gazillion other venues for it to come through. And yeah, also this card on the bottom. See, this chick is just extremely abundant. Like 9 of chalices. She is actually she's chilling. She's just chilling in the spotlight and all this glam. But she hasn't lost her feminine, simple side, you know. She's given birth to this project and she can rest. But it's very important to... Now she looks quite... not that sad anymore, you know? So if you keep this final goal, not as a goal, but if you see it as something already manifested in your life, the sadness from your eyes will disappear. You know, the sadness is like more about, is it or isn't it gonna happen? Will it grow? Wouldn't it grow? Forget about it. You already manifested it. It's already yours. You already are there. You just have to tune into this reality, and voila, and the sadness will dissipate, and you'll just stay focused on whatever it is that you truly feel. But another important point that I see here is you have to get really grounded, especially for women. When we are in this divine flow and we have our crown chakras open, sometimes the force is so strong, the force that comes from the universe, that if we do not ground it, by which you can use stones as ruby, so amethyst for the crown, ruby for the roots, and carnelian could go for the sacral, to trust the flow, and also malachite for the heart, which is extremely important. To feel it in your heart, in your guts, and to have this crown open. And this energy flowing through down to the Mother Earth. Through your roots, so you can relax and you can feel stable. Another thing that I see with this is nutrition. I should really eat more fruits and veggies, more apples, and drink a lot of water to clear your system from any kind of junk. Because remember, the element that actually within those 3 cards, the uniting element is the green one. I see the ground. So it's, and she has like this grounding element, you know, kind of grassy thing painted on her skin. So she's pretty much grounded woman in this red brownish gown she's wearing. See, she's like Mama Gaia in long hair. So just the sadness in her eyes. So focus on this and the sadness will dissipate, and ground yourself and the calm will come within you. So grounding, trees, nature, going out in nature, spending time with nature, just sitting by the tree, by the stone. Stones are extremely, just like a big stone, you know, laying there forever. Stone is the energy of just massive grounding. It's just heavy, it's dense, and its purpose is to be here. It's not really changing, you know, it's not like a tree is grounded, but then it's just like, you know, still growing upwards, which is amazing. Heart chakra plus grounding, so trees are super beneficial, especially at springtime when they're blossoming, when the leaves are coming out super fresh and super energized. Stones are just root. They just ground you as fuck. So I have like this category of male figures that I would call their stones. They're super grounded. They feel like even if they're 16, 17, they feel like they're grandpas. They have like this grandpa energy, just very slow, just very thoughtful, just very yeah, just very Santa Claus, just kind of like just sitting there and you know, and letting you come to them in some sort of way, waiting for you to come to them. So go to places that ground you. Hang around people that ground you, those stone kind of people that I just described. And also, I was given a notice about this ring, which is onyx. Color black also grounds you, but it also protects you. And I think to feel safe, you have to feel very protected. So I would suggest you working with fairies, angels, whatever makes you feel the most home. And literally, every time you encounter something that might... What I'm trying to say is that you're always safe because your team is around you and your team is supporting you no matter what, okay? So these little fairy, you can just rejoice and relax because all of your team, all of your spirit guides, and there are many for you, Paula, there are many for you, and you can just celebrate and you can just rejoice. And so I just pull out another card, which is 4 of Wands celebration card. Yeah, and the first thing that I noticed is a star and then a moon. So you are allowed to shine, baby. You are allowed to be loud, you know. Like when you walk in a room, the bells are ringing. Like, ooh, she's here, you know, let's ring the bell, she's here. And there are people sometimes who just don't really approve of that. There might be people who feel that they don't like maybe necessarily that you stand out so much, that you're a star. But remember, you are who you are, and you don't have to get bothered by anyone's jealousy because your spirit team is just you relax and they just like dissipate all the negativity around you. So it's beautiful and clear. So as far as this star quality, don't run away from that. Don't run away from yourself. Don't run away from the celebration that you're given. As we see with the 8 of Wands, yeah? She's basically just trying to run away from all this abundance. All this like, hey baby, look what I created for you. Look what we set up with our heart, with our attention root, expressing the love for you that we have. And see, it's grounded, it's tree, it's here to stay, it's yours. And she's just like, with all those, you see, loud bells around her, because she's loud. When she comes in, everybody looks. Everybody just stops and stares. Yeah, you think you're moving, but you go nowhere, because you really cannot fight yourself. You cannot run away from yourself. You, if anything, you should just ground yourself. You should just ground yourself, baby. Because you deserve it. You earned it. As Weekend said, you earned it. So when this offer of, well, as I feel it, this is really a lot. This is really a lot. This reflects pretty much the energy of this. This is a lot. It's decorated heavily, beautifully. It's super grounded and there to stay. It's not a small branch, it's a freaking tree. It's a fucking tree, okay? With the roots firmly in the ground and the stones, it's grounded. It's ringing, it's calling your name. Don't run away from it. And if you stop running, so you should just ground yourself so you can stop running. Once you stop running, you see this abundance and you're like, holy shit, why was I even running? Why were they even running from all this billion, million, gazillion, you know? This one is like, basically this card is talking about how you are the one outside of this beautiful kind of setting, but in this way I see it as someone, actually some really big entity checking on you. They are checking on you. They're checking whether the flame is still there, whether the fire is still burning. Are you still okay? Are you all right? Do you feel like you're warm and sunny and I was just channeling, isn't the apple still like yet rotten? So there might be a person who's still checking on you, on your life, and they want to know what's popping in your life, maybe through social media, through many windows, maybe literally through your window. Maybe they park near your place, and this is the way they show their affection, like that they just want to check on you without even you noticing or knowing. And yeah, it just really resembles some cozy family meeting, maybe some meeting, and there is someone who is protecting you, their energy, their fatherly like protective energy, by just focusing his eyes on you. And this could be happening at nighttime where you are asleep. It just reminded me of Twilight movie, where Edward was literally, while Bella was sleeping, he was just there and checking on her. Is she okay? Are you okay? Are you all right? And this protective energy is helping you fight all, if there's any negativity, you wouldn't even notice, because he basically with his eyes is sending all the blessings, all the good spirits. If you forget to pray for yourself, or to pray for your protection, you know, calling out spirits to protect you, there are someone, your mom maybe, someone from your family, some ex, someone who loves you dearly. This reminds me of a young male figure, though very potent and very huge, who would just, as a night owl, check on you and just literally bless you. Like, may she be blessed, may she be abundant, may she be well dressed and good fed. And you know, basically he's checking whether the fire's still burning. Are you warm? Do you have anything, do you have everything you need? It could be some Taurus energy, someone really, really grounded. So yeah, there are absolutely no worries for you. You're divinely protected and blessed. And the last card, oh yeah. So this is the person. This is the person I was just talking about. So there is the person, literally just maybe a little bit nostalgic, maybe a little bit about not expressing yet, but thinking, observing how to describe it. See, there's a plant that's grown. The heart has opened. It's lit. I see it. I don't know how to describe it yet. I don't know how to put it in words and send the letter to you, but this is how I feel when I look at it. But I don't know how to put it in words. I don't know how to open my chest fully, how to fully let my channel the energy of the words of the feelings that I have, because I've never used them before. This is what I get. I've never had this before, okay? It's always been like, maybe I've been seeing a person, I see the Queen of Pentacles, but this time I see someone like this Queen of Pentacles, and when I see her, this third energy, this egg, this something, it's not just me and the person, no. When I'm with the person, I have this just like rose out of nowhere. It just, and I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to express it, but this third energy is just killing me. It's killing me because I want to show it to you. I want to show it to you. I want to show what you do to me. I want to show what we have created, because without you, Moon Girl, I wouldn't be able to create this, because this naturally came as an outcome of our energies combined when we met, when we clicked. And this is what I have here now. It's almost like if there was a child that would just be not coming through a pregnancy, but just like, two people meet and then there's this energy bubble just bringing a basket with a child. And it's like, I don't know how to present it to you, I don't know what to say about it, but this is what was sent from heaven because of the third energy that we created. So yeah, it's not necessarily, it's just like comparison, but of the child, but this is literally something that you've born together, and you have no idea what it is actually, because it popped out of your energy field combined. And maybe it's still in the air, but if it's still in the air, the other person can sense it. And it also could be related to a potential future pregnancy, though. It's still in the air, whatever this is, whatever project, whatever that would be. And maybe it's the future house, I could also say. And you have no idea. You're just chilling here like, whoop. And the person is just like, oh my God, I don't know how to say, I don't know how to tell you, but I've been working hard. And I've been seeing this, I've been working hard, and I want to present this to you. I just don't know how to present it to you. Because probably when he received it, it was just an egg, and now he's worked on planning, like growing this, and now it's even radiating its own light that's getting bigger and bigger, and he's like, how do I present it to her? Like, how do I just, so yeah. So girls, wait for the miracles, wait for the Knight of Pentacles to come in, because this thing is gonna be lit. I'm telling you, this thing is just gonna be lit. And it's funny, you see a rabbit. You should go down the rabbit hole, I suppose. When this comes, you should follow the rabbit. You should follow it, and you should just trust it. It's gonna be plenty. I see it as one word, planning. This card, is, see how many pentacles? See how many pentacles there are? And this guy is asleep. She's asleep, he's asleep. They don't even notice, but when they're gonna wake up and see it, when the bell is gonna ring my bells, by Enrique Iglesias. The song just came through. When the bell's gonna ring, and he's gonna open his eyes, he's gonna, or she is gonna have come through some sort of transformation. While they were asleep, they were transforming immensely. And I see it as you open your eyes, you look in a mirror, and you see that you're no longer this cocoon. You're a butterfly, and everything is there for you to have. Like, fruits are ready, everything is there, pentacles are there. It's almost like you wake up and all of your house, everything is just like, all of your dreams are reality, and you're living in the perfect apartment, have the biggest closet. Like, it's almost like everything has been set up for you. Like in Christmas, you open your eyes and literally you're in another reality. It really reminds me of a movie that I just recently kind of saw, and it was, I think, called, well, it was something basically about a woman who doesn't believe in romance, and it's not authentic, for her to not believe in that, because as a child, she truly believed in this one perfect guy, perfect life. She was watching Pretty Woman by Julia Roberts, and with Julia Roberts, and her mom basically said, don't be silly. It's just a fairy tale. It's just a movie. It's not real. So when she grew up, she got really skeptic. She was like asleep. When someone was hitting on her, which also reminds